The late Reverend Dr. Ralph Aker, a Presbyterian minister, served as the eulogist for 3 branches of his family. Although he dutifully arrived at times of great sadness, his presence, dry wit, and inspirational words lifted the mourners' hearts. In a strange way, the family members tended to look forward to the occasions they would hear him speak. On one of those occasions, the title of his sermon was Spending Our Inheritance. The occasion of the 100th anniversary of International Women's Day also seems to lend itself to the same title. From the beginning of time, women have gone before us to make the lives of the next generation a little bit better and more bearable. Personal sacrifices, deeds of unimaginable courage, bravery, and the tenacity of our foremothers and sisters have paved the way for us today. A search of the online Encyclopedia Britannica's 300 Women Who Changed the World reveals the names of women from ancient times until the present day who have contributed to the advance of civilization and society. Modern-day women have done just as much. Among them are Sarah Breedlove Walker, known as Madam C.J. Walker, who revolutionized the beauty industry for African American women, and Aung San Suu Kyi, who endured many years of house arrest in Burma, yet received the Nobel Peace Prize. Liliuokalani, Queen of the Hawaiian Islands, bravely fought for the Hawaiian First Peoples' way of life. Sarah and Angelina Grimke fought against slavery and for women's rights. Shireen Ebadi, an Iranian lawyer, is also a champion for human rights and a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Indira Gandhi, Benazir Bhutto, Violeta Barrios, Wilma Mankiller, Tahirih, Kimberly Cassiano, Mia Hamm, Frida Kahlo, Zainab Salbi, and Maria Tallchief are all listed as world changers. The list might rightfully include your 3rd grade teacher. In our own community, pioneers such as Waniga Pret, Sweet Breeze, daughter of Little Turtle, Dr. Alice Hamilton and her sister Edith, Mrs. Marjorie Wycliffe, Margaret Ringenberg, Mrs. Hannah Stith, and Janice Wilson, the first woman firefighter hired by the city of Fort Wayne, all lit the path and showed us the way.
These women, the bold steps they took, and their very lives encompass the rights we have, our inheritance. The right to bodily integrity and autonomy, to vote, to hold public office, to work, to fair wages or equal pay, to own property, to education, to serve in the military or be conscripted, to enter into legal contracts, and to have marital, parental, and religious rights. Our responsibility, then, is to acknowledge that we have been given an inheritance, to know that we are to pay it forward and not to squander it by taking less than full advantage of the opportunities we have, to show up to vote, to run for elected office, to pursue an education, to be a mother to a child who grows up to be someone we are all proud of, to be a professional in whatever area we choose, to love whoever you want to love, and to be an exemplar, mentor, and inspiration to the next generation. This celebration tonight began as a vision of one person, inspired by the 2 wings of a bird analogy. That person invited other people who shared the same vision, and together they worked tirelessly to create the reality for 7 consecutive years. They spend their inheritance believing in the global sisterhood, power, and potential of women, and the willingness to create a sense of global connection and empowerment for just one day out of the year. Together, we can spend our inheritance by supporting women's organizations like Kiva, Woman to Woman International, the Women's Bureau, the Vera Bradley Foundation for Breast Cancer, the Girl Scouts, or the Boys and Girls Club. Every dollar and act of service matters. I truly believe it is our ultimate responsibility to know that women do indeed hold up half the sky. Yet women and children are still the world's poorest. Educational and natural resources are not free to all, and women continue to bear the brunt of the horrible atrocities of war, violence, and human trafficking. We have work to do. So, let's get on with it. When we spend our inheritance as the sacred, honored, treasured trust that it is, a cherished gift that our foremothers purchased with their sweat, blood, and many times their lives, we are strengthening our woman wing, enabling the bird of humanity with two strong wings to soar to infinite heights underneath the entire sky. Thank you.